And this guy just got sheared. So that's why he looks all small and skinny right now. He just got sheared. Out of the camels and llamas and alpacas, alpacas are the softest ones. So this guy right now, he doesn't feel very soft, but Sam, will you grab the smaller of those two black bags? Bring the bag. We just sheared this guy, and this is how much fleece came off of the middle of this alpaca. This whole bag of fleece came off of this alpaca. And the thing that people love about alpaca hair, guys just pass its fur around. The thing that people love about alpaca hair, if you are a person that uses yarn, alpaca hair, when you look at it, it's all kinky and crimpy. So the more that the wool is kinky and crimpy, like what's in those, the more that it holds together as yarn. So the way that this is all, that's called the crimp. So the more crimp yarn has, the better yarn it is. So this fleece came off of this guy last week. That's why he's all thin and been shaved down. So all of this, if you were a person who knits, you would really love to have this yarn because it has a really high crimp factor. So the way it's all wavy like this, that's what makes the yarn hold together really well. So alpacas, there's differences between llamas and alpacas. This one is an alpaca, those two are llamas. So some differences between llamas and alpacas. The alpacas are smaller than llamas. This is a full-grown alpaca. He is 3 years old. The one that's inside the barn right now that was having a moment, he is 9 years old. He didn't want to walk out and see everybody this morning. And these two, Kona is 4 years old and Mama Llama is 8 years old. So these are all full-grown animals. So you're comparing apples and apples on the size. None of these are babies. So an alpaca is much, much smaller than a llama. An alpaca maxes out at around 175 pounds, and a llama can get as big as 400 pounds. A llama has great big banana-shaped ears. Look at Mama Llama right there. You see how big and banana-shaped her ears are? An alpaca has small straight ears like Elvis right here. So Elvis's ears are much, much smaller than Mama Llama's ears. And if you were seeing these animals not at the same time, you might be like, is that 175 pounds or 400 pounds? Who knows, right? And some of the other things that you can look at one and look at another to tell the difference. If you were only seeing one, it'd be who knows. The real key, if you were seeing them where there was only one type, would be the ears. The llamas have the great big banana-shaped ears, and the alpacas have the little short straight ears. And then camels have they look like Mickey Mouse ears. They have little round ears like this. So the biggest animal has the smallest ears. It's kind of funny. But they all have 2 toes on each foot, and they all are either heat or cold resistant or both. So an alpaca is only cold resistant. It is not good in the heat. Even here in southern Tennessee, it's too hot for an alpaca to just live. So the only reason we can keep alpacas here is because we've got a pond that they can get wet in, and we keep a fan that they can lay in front of. That's what keeps an alpaca from being heat stressed.
And they have swimming pools and sprinklers.
Yeah.
That we hose them down with.
Yeah. We put a sprinkler out that they can get in, and they love to get a bath. And when you spray an alpaca with a hose, they will consistently flop down on the ground and roll around in the water when you spray them with a hose. The llamas are heat resistant and they're cold resistant. So llamas are good in every type of environment. Alpacas are only really good where it's cold. And then camels, what do you guys think? Heat resistant, cold resistant? Both, yeah, exactly. Camels are heat and cold resistant. We're going to talk a lot more about camels when we bring the big fellas out. But camels are both heat and and cold resistant. So here we shear the alpacas and the llamas and the camels for their comfort. We don't really do anything with the wool except, or the fiber, except show it to people. But we shear them for their comfort. So these two guys got two different styles of shearing going on here. This guy is like the standard shear. They left some hair on his head, some hair on his legs to make him look cool. Sure, yeah.
We're going to start right here.
And Cusco over here has a type of cut that you use when you're going to go llama trekking. So, you know, if he's out llama trekking, which we will be doing here this summer, taking llamas up on walks in the woods. And so they left the fur on the front of him and on his legs. So they shaved the fur off the middle of him. That's a barrel cut. They shaved the fur off the middle of him to keep him cool. So they left the fur